If you are like most authors or experts, you have books, audios, videos, membership sites, and you probably get paid to speak too. Your information has made a tremendous impact on the lives of everyone you have come in contact with. But have you ever wondered how many of your customers or clients took action on what you taught them? How many buy your books or courses and never even get past the first chapter, lesson, or module? Industry stats show that 90% or more of nonfiction book buyers never even finish the book. As someone who has slaved for years writing how-to articles, books, and training programs, the lack of results that my clients achieved plagued me. I tried to ignore the fact that so few took action and actually succeeded, but it was hard when I was getting constantly blamed. That's right, I got blamed for my clients' lack of success, even if they did not take action. The expert always gets blamed. Perhaps you've experienced this before too. If you never received blame, consider yourself lucky. I was continuously blamed for my clients' lack of success, and this is what forced me to evolve. What I discovered was a new way to guarantee results for every one of my clients. Just to clarify, this is not a satisfaction guarantee. What I'm talking about is a power guarantee that can help you become a leader in your industry, if you have the guts to do it. Could you imagine being able to guarantee results for your clients? If not, that's okay. I'm going to show you how to not only guarantee results, but also charge a premium for your new program. And the best part is that you'll have accountability steps in place so lazy clients can never place blame on you. What makes this even better is that you don't even have to do anything to get set up. My team is going to do it for you. Before I explain this opportunity, I'd like to share my story so you know exactly why I had to evolve to continue operating my business. My name is Scott Pallett. That's my son Kai. That's my beautiful wife Sing. We're living the dream out here in Colorado, and as you can guess, we do a lot of hiking and a lot of skiing. And just like this guy, just trust me, I'm smiling. Since 2003, I've been operating online tutoring businesses under various names. In 2007, I established Tutorfy as the premier trusted online tutoring community. I teach tutors how to start their own online tutoring businesses. Of course, I've been 100% dedicated to helping all of my clients succeed. I've improved and added systems I never dreamed of having in place. As I'm sure you understand, I was willing to do anything to help my clients succeed with their online tutoring businesses. The first growing pain I had was to remove the blame I was receiving from tutors who did not succeed. When I first started out, I only offered online tutoring tools. But when some of my tutors failed to acquire new clients, they blamed me for their business failure. Something had to change. My first attempt at training came in the form of a book. My book was called Blueprint for Online Tutoring Business Success. The book only helped those few clients who took action on what was taught in the book. The rest continued to cancel my service angrily. When I realized the book wasn't enough, I hired phone coaches to help teach my book to each of my clients personally. This helped, but most clients still never followed through with the consistent action, and this drove my coaches nuts. My next crazy idea consisted of putting together a complete step-by-step solution delivered automatically by autoresponder. We found out quickly that not every client worked at the same pace, and it was hard for my coaches to keep up with that too. Finally, I had enough. I was committed beyond belief, but I wasn't getting anywhere with ordinary thinking. After weeks of frustration, I finally had an epiphany. I decided to create my own results-focused accountability software. I combined that idea into a software where coaches manually graduate each client only after they do and show their work. What I ended up with was the most complete results-focused accountability system available anywhere. Once I finally developed the solution, I rolled out my Fill Your Practice training program where I guaranteed money-making success. That was scary. The only reason I could make such a bold claim was because my coaches verified the work before moving them on in the training. Keep in mind, This was the exact same content I wrote in my book, but now I was presenting it in a brand new way. All I really did was copy, paste, and watch as my coaches did all the work to help our clients move through the program. Within the first few months of launch, Tutorfy exploded. The reason Tutorfy exploded was simple. I now guaranteed money-making success, and tutors felt they had really nothing to lose. My conversion rate tripled overnight. The best part for me was the fact that for the first time ever, clients were truly taking accountability for their own success. I watched dozens of tutors progress through the training and actually achieve their dreams. Tutorfy helped one husband-wife team net over $100,000 in a single year. It was a great feeling. Tutorfy became more popular than I ever imagined. I was forced to put up a waiting list and hire new coaches to help. I used my very own software to certify our new coaches by creating simple certification programs. The more I understood how I could use my software to leverage, the more programs I created. In this case, I had to ensure my new coaches coached our Fill Your Practice training program the way I expected. I even started creating corporate training programs for my employees so the business could operate without me even being there. My new solution was the missing link to success, and now that I had it, every aspect of my business improved. Fast forward to today, nothing has changed. Tutorfy still has a waiting list, and anytime we want clients, we send invitation emails to our list. As great as that is, the creation of ETC software has left me with a lot of free time. I've been asking myself, what am I most passionate about at this point in my life? It took a while for me to really find that passion, even though I sort of knew what it was. The truth is, I like making friends with winners. People who are doing things to improve our world. The only reason you even found my website is because you are considered an expert who offers true value to your clients. I've been spending time myself personally mentoring entrepreneurs and learning from experts at different seminars. I find these types of interactions very rewarding. I love giving and receiving to and from people who want to change the world. This time well spent has also convinced me that my software can be an asset to any expert who is open to growing even more. And that's what I want to show you right now. I recently completed a major upgrade to my evolutionary training and coaching software. I now offer customized branding so you can make your program look how you want. For the first time, I am able to team with experts who are dedicated to being the best they can be. If that's you, let me take you on a tour and show you how it all works. I'm going to show you all the different ways I use the software, and as I'm showing you these things, I want you to think about how much extra money your company can earn or save with this software in use. Now, some of the ways I've used it and some of the ways I'm going to show you how I've used it are to create employee training programs, personalized coaching programs, certification programs, membership sites, and I'm sure there's some other things and ways you can use this software, but those are the four main ways I've used it to really just generate lots of extra income and really give me leverage that I've never had before. I mean, that's another big key here. In fact, I probably should have wrote that underneath accountability, because this is truly accountability software, not just for the user, but also for you or me in this case, the creator of these programs. So anyway, let me take you on a tour and just kind of show you how I use this software, and we'll see if this makes sense for you. So what I'm showing you right here is I call this an expert account with my Healthy Revelations company. Now, prior to creating my employee training programs, if one of my, in this instance, I'll just use the example of a phone sales reps quit, it would have been a very difficult thing for me to scramble and hire somebody new and train them on all the specific details, because I'm sure in your business as well as mine, details are everything. And that's why I decided to use my software to create this particular program. And then what I'm going to show you here is one of my new hires. Her name is Angel, and I'm going to show you, I just named it the Answering Incoming Phone Calls program. I will say this too, it was actually a challenge for me to even put this program together, meaning it forced me to really think about all the details that a new employee would need to know. So once I had these in place, and this is really just showing you the questions. So there is a lesson in each of these, where some of them are videos, some are just written, and I'll show you that in a second here. But what I'm really just showing you right now is the fact that she's answering questions at the end of each lesson. And here's the best part. All I did was create the program once, then I put my manager in charge of training. So for me, it was really easy. I stepped right out of the picture, and I'm able to sit inside this control panel and actually watch my new employee go through the training program and ensure that she's grasping all the concepts. So as you can see, some of these are actually pretty good in terms of what my coach gave a lot of feedback, which is what I wanted to see here. Now keep in mind, I really didn't even train my coach how to do this. I just said, hey, jump in here and do this, and she picked it up like that. I snapped, in case you couldn't hear that. This just lets me know that my employee is truly understanding every detail that we're teaching, and when it comes time for her to actually get to work, and in fact I'll show you the program just so you can see it, and actually do the work, I know she is going to be competent enough to not let us down and truly understand all the details. And the reason I really know that is because my manager would not have graduated her to the next program. So this is actually what she did see as she progressed through the program. And some of it's just basic stuff, just identifying the type of call right off the bat. I mean, it's important, so I put it right there. There's scripting, there's the questions. So just keep in mind, you can create any program you want, and including your training programs like I have here. And you don't even have to necessarily coach or train the person going through it, but the best part is you can oversee everything. One of the things I also did, which I really didn't even plan on doing, I put kind of, I guess what I'm trying to say here, I wanted her to experience the work and give us notes on all the details of the types of phone calls she's receiving. So for the whole week, she's literally going to be giving us all the answers, not all the answers, but all the details of every single call for an entire week. So basically there's 3 weeks of hands-on training in here as well. And then, you can always put videos in here. But anyway, that's just one program that I use. Now, I'm going to show you some other programs that I've used this for as well. Actually, this is like the big control panel. I've been testing this with other people in different industries too. And we've created certification programs for very specific niches like gifted tutoring. I created my Tutorify certification program, which lets me put my stamp of approval on my tutors, which is huge because that means I could literally give them paid student accounts and just trust that they're going to over deliver in the ways that we expect in my Tutorify company. So this is my big program for my tutors that I created, and this is huge. So I created basically a marketing program, and I guarantee results. And the best part is I don't even have to coach my tutors to go through it. So this Failure Practice Training program, and this is something else that you should really be thinking about. Like when you create a coaching program, if you're, and I'm assuming you are, confident in what you teach, I mean, you can actually guarantee results. And also you could teach X, like complete this and have X set up, whatever. Set up a website, set up an email autoresponder system. There's so many different things you can teach, and there's accountability the entire way. So I'll show you my program here, and just understand this, that it's accountability. So I've never had a tutor come in and say, hey, your program sucked, or hey, this is a scam, or yelling at me, because what I say from the very beginning is your success is guaranteed if you complete the training. It's plain and simple. If you don't, then it's not. So when we do have some tutors that cancel their accounts, I always ask, like, hey, was there something we could have done better? And the funniest part is they always take accountability. They can't help it because it's all right there. It's spelled out from the very beginning that if they complete the training program, they'll be successful, and if not, then they won't. It's really that simple. So a lot of people will just come back and say, I just didn't have the time to do the training, or they'll kind of frame it that way instead of coming back at me saying my program sucks. because the reality is I never said you would be successful unless you completed the program. So let me load this for you here. You can see this is a pretty large coaching program that we created here, and there's all types of different marketing lessons. And then, like I said, the coolest part is that my coach Gretchen will actually, and we're set up to have other coaches as well. We have now a coaching certification program, so we're gonna have other coaches to allow us to be able to handle growth, which is key. So we have a certification program for that to teach our coaches to train the tutors, but they're really just training them how to oversee this particular program that was already created by me, the expert. But one of the challenges, without a doubt, is to really sit back and think about all the details you want in your coaching program. I'm not sure why that didn't load. But either way, you can't be afraid of making a mistake. I mean, you're going to make a mistake, and you're going to be able to come back in and edit it, which is nice. It makes it easy. I'm not sure why it's formatted a little bit weird there. That's it. This is the software, and these are the ways I'm using it to leverage and make money. I think there's so many lessons on here. It's like taking forever to load. This is just how I use it personally. But again, there's so many things you could do here. Like some of the people I'm working with, they're creating crazy cool stuff. A Facebook fan page. He has a huge social media company, and he's training all of his people to nail the details so he can step back and know that the details are being tended to. There's another person using this for a company. Just teaching writers how to write and all the little details they need to know. So anyway, one other thing I want to show you is a membership site. So I actually do have a membership site as well, and I use it on both of my businesses. So all I did is I created this for both of my companies, and I hope this actually refreshes here. When you go into this, and I should have showed you this before, so my pages, this basically will allow you to create top tabs and create an actual membership website if it makes sense for you. It's just an option. Your programs, all these coaching programs or training programs, they can be turned on or off, meaning part of the membership site or just private, which is great because you don't want your members to see your corporate training stuff. How about this? For settings, you can do a custom layout. You don't have to have it look like my Tutorfy website. You can put your own header in here, make it look how you want. And then here's the best part, your coaches. Like I said, you're leveraging everything. You create your coaches, you let them train your materials, if you even want to do that. I mean, heck, sometimes I actually let people just create their own accounts. Like, for example, where are we at here? I have a certification program for Tutorfy. I didn't even have anything to do with it. Vincent Brown just took the bull by the horns, and he ran with it. So I just said, all right, here, I'll give you the expert account, and I just let him create his own Tutorfy certification program. So there's just a lot of different ways you can use this software to really leverage. But the main thing I'm telling you that I did and I created in my business is extra income by having a membership website. And this is just one for my Healthy Revelations company. So I have a coaching program. I actually have a couple different coaching programs in here, but these people are staying on monthly because they love the personal connection. And I also want to explain this to you. Our coaches, you can decide whether your coach makes a phone call between each lesson or if they just give some feedback in the notes. Now, the user has to say, I completed lesson 1 after they answer the questions, and then the coach is going to either type back and or if it's set up to, and this, you could tier this. You could charge more for phone coaching. You could, like, whatever, $200 a month or whatever, $200 a week, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could charge more for phone coaching or just online interaction. Now, either way, there is interaction, because I do want to explain something to you, and I chose to do it this way. Everything has to be manually approved by the coach. I did not want to create an automatic software, that has no accountability. So no matter what, you're going to have a coach approve each lesson. But like I said, you can charge more if that coach hops on the phone with the client, and charge less, I suppose, if the coach just gives some notes in between each lesson and then still manually approves. But either way, there's personal interaction here, and that's key for you to understand. As far as these top tabs go, I mean, this really didn't take me that long. We went out and interviewed different experts, and I charge $89 a month for this membership website. This is a brand new source of income that I never had until November of 2012. So it's really neat to just create an income out of the blue that I never had with this software. Some of the stuff is pretty simple. We just exercise videos in the news. We just write good blogs. Good articles from our blog. But that's really it. I mean, most of the time people are paying for the coaching program. They want that personal interaction that's going to help them achieve a goal. So we call ours the Keep It Off Weight Loss Coaching Program. You can use these pages within your control panel to add the top tabs, but then you have your main coaching program, which is right here. And I also want to explain, when the user comes in, they can always see what is completed, what is in progress, and what is upcoming. And on the flip side of that, the coach, when the coach logs into their account, well, first of all, the coach always gets a notification when a client has asked to be moved on to the next lesson. Then when the coach logs into their control panel, they always see who needs approval, meaning there's a green light in their control panel as well. So basically, this is what the coach would see when they log into their control panel. And if this is one of their clients and they were waiting to move on to, say, lesson 3, there'll be a green light right here that just says needs approval, and then they'll just click view, log in, and make sure that the client is understanding the details that need to be taught, then click approve. And if not, and believe me, there's been many times this happens, they'll say, hey, it doesn't look like you quite understand this concept. Please go back in and watch the video or reread this, and I just want to make sure you grasp this before you move on. So, that's the type of accountability that I'm talking about. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of what this software can do for your company, and I thank you so much for watching the demo. Hey there, if you like what you heard, just fill out the form below, and either me or one of my certified consultants will get in touch with you and discuss whether this is right for you. Just so you know, we're not going to try to sell you anything. We want to make sure you could truly benefit from our ETC software. And yeah, if it feels right, fill out the form. We'd love to chat with you. And if not, hey, thanks for watching our presentation. Have a great one.